In today's show, we're going to be taking a look at a Sega Genesis and Mega Drive game that's been lost to time for nearly 25 years. My name's Mike, and this is the Retro Gamer Boy Show. Out of the Vortex is a Sega Genesis and Mega Drive game that was never released and was only recently found. Now, I learnt about this by reading an article in Time Extension and then later on in Hidden Place, so kudos to those guys for breaking the story. And in today's show, we're going to be playing the game and taking a deeper look at Out of the Vortex. So, Out of the Vortex, this game's been lost for like over 25 years, only recently found. A game that was cancelled, I think, in 1995. And it's based on a comic book from the Dark Horse series of comics. Now, I don't know anything about this comic book or the game itself. So we're going to be playing it, or I'm going to be playing it for the first time. And it's a beat 'em up. And you know I love beat 'em up. So let's quickly look at what we've got here in the options. We've got... so this game wasn't finished. I think it's like 90% complete, and there's like bugs in it, and the audio sometimes goes a bit weird. So hopefully it stays together for this short playthrough. And what I'll do is I'll do a full playthrough and put a separate video up about that. Going easy. Going 5 lives, because I don't know exactly what I'm in for here. Also, Retro Gamer Boy skills, right? 2 player as well. I'll give that a go later. Right. Ooh, another little intro. Do you know, I love that intro at the beginning. And I think there's a separate intro for each character. So it's really cool that they've got this storyline in here and like cutscenes in here. And you can see there's a lot of detail that's gone into the character artwork and the backgrounds and the story already. And it amazes me when we come across all these games are found about especially when they're nearly complete, and how cool they looked. Now, I think this one may have been cancelled. If it's 1995, then that's Saturn, PlayStation 5, N64. And I think a lot of the games from that time were kind of cancelled, so publishers and developers could move on to working on the new consoles. Right, who have we got? Mecha, Rebel, Barbed Wire. Now, I don't know the comic book, but I definitely saw the film. I'm betting most people did as well. I might play Barbed Wire. I didn't know that she was part of this comic book series. Wow, look at that. That's a great use of color palette on the Sega Mega Drive. Really nice. Some more cutscene. Yeah, I really like what they've done there. This looks, I mean, let's see how it plays and what the rest of the level's like, but that artwork is really, really nice. Really striking as well. Come on, let me fight. Characters are nice and big as well. Big sprites. Not much sound yet. Oh, here we go. Wow, nice big sprites. Animation's good. Secondary animation on the characters. Right. So B is punch. Can I walk into them? Yep. Just like Streets of Rage. C is jump. C and B are jump attack. I wonder if A is like Streets of Rage. Special move. Ooh, look at that. No, it just doesn't attack. Ooh, machine gun. How did I do that? I think I'm pressing... Okay, so if I don't press a direction and press A, I do this like Uber kick. And then if I press a direction in A, it still does the Uber kick. Oh, up. I think I'm pressing up. Yeah, if I press up, I get barbed wire's gun. This is really cool. Look, we got flicking lights in the background. It plays really nice as well. Have I got like a double tap run? No. Ooh, how did I do that? Oh, down and attack. Down and attack is a slide kick. Very cool. Look at that. You've got all the sewage running at the bottom there as well. It's very good. You know, it's not Streets of Rage 2 good. Probably Streets of Rage 1. Maybe a little bit, you know, just below Streets of Rage 1 in terms of like control. I haven't played all the characters, obviously. I've only played barbed wire so far. Oh, look at that. She lifted him up by the feet and threw him. I wonder if I can jump over them. Oh no, if I jump, I slap them. Let's try that again. Slap. Oh, that's very cool. The sound effects for punch isn't quite as impactful as you get for Streets of Rage, right? It sounds like you're hitting a plastic bag. You know, if these punch sounds were a lot more impactful, I think that would make a massive, massive difference. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. So it's got a couple of little, especially audio bugs in it. But apart from that, it plays really, really well. Like, I love the visuals on it. It looks amazing. You know, it reminds me of Comic Zone almost. Very good. Yeah, this is lovely. I love all the different background attention to detail, like the broken grill there. Really nice. Ooh, zombies. Eat it. My gun's not that strong, actually. I mean, it's not as strong as the punch. I guess it's a distance attack. This is so good. Do you know what? This just needs someone now to take this to complete. Because it is brilliant, actually. I love the character design as well. Obviously, they've got a lot of material coming from a comic book, so they can take all the enemies, environments, worlds, characters, even their moves, right? Like, obviously, I only know 𝗴𝗺𝗴𝗴 from the TV series, but you know, she was basically I guess like a Batman, isn't she? Uses brute force and weapons. And she's doing that here, which is awesome. I can't wait to try out some of the other characters, actually. I love this. Look, you've got walking through that sewage as well, and it's got movement on it. Ooh, got hit. Got hit again. Oh, I wish this had been released. I love beat 'em up so much. I really wish this had been released. You know, especially if this is 1995. If this had been released, this would be one of those games that got a small run, maybe 10,000 units, and then nowadays you'd be paying like, I don't know, £1,000 for it. Ooh, do you know what? I might have to make myself a physical version of this. I think I might have to make myself a physical version of this game. Bugs and all. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do manual, cover, cartridge. Let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd be interested in me filming and showing you guys. But yeah, I'm going to definitely make a physical version of this. No, I'm dying. Even the walk cycle. Oh, what's this? Oh. Grr. Aren't you the famous monster? Oh dear. I like the dialogue. Right. Let's see if we can finish this guy off. The sound's all right. I think the sound is kind of middle of the road at the moment. But some of that's tainted by the fact that there's bugs with the sound. Oh, he's got 3 bars of health, it looks like. Oh, I can't use my gun when I've got low health. He's down to his second to last bar. Alright, let's finish him off. I want to finish him off with a gunshot. Oh, what? Come on. Cheesy. Oh. Or a kick. First level done. We'll have a quick look at the second level, and then we'll talk more about Out of the Vortex. But so far, I'm really impressed. Like, super impressed with this game. I think this would sit in like my top 5 beat 'em ups. Presentation's really nice as well. I feel so sorry for the dev team having this cancelled so early on. Oh, look at this, police station. Right. Yeah, I'll finish this now. I'll play for a little bit more so we got some footage to look at so you can see what the rest of the game looks like. But My first impressions from playing this, pretty awesome. In development for well over a year, Out of the Vortex was developed by Cryo Interactive and was cancelled in late 1995. It was 95% complete before it was shelved. There are plenty of Mega Drive and Genesis games that were cancelled that we know about, but what makes this unique is that it stayed relatively secret until recently. It's likely the game was cancelled like so many games of its time because of the advent of the PlayStation, Saturn and N64. Publishers wanted to jump onto these new consoles and their 3D visuals and take advantage of the new boom happening in gaming. For its time, Out of the Vortex boasts impressive graphics. It really captures that comic book feel, very similar to Comix Zone or Skeleton Crew. Each character has been meticulously designed to reflect their unique abilities and personalities from the comic books, and they have some great primary and secondary animation on them, although some moves can feel a little bit stiff. The background artwork is big and bold and really makes good use of the limited palettes on the Mega Drive. The animation and detail in the backgrounds also looks great, and there's been some real attention paid to the narrative artwork elements like flowing sewage, security cameras in the foreground, and dilapidated fences on the street. The combat gameplay is solid, and each character plays differently. 𝗴𝗺 has range in her attacks and a nice balance of speed. X feels like an all-round character. Rebel is fast and has a full screen special, and Mecha is a tank or heavy and pummels NPCs. As you'd expect, all the standard moves are in there: punch, kick, jump and grapple. Just like in Streets of Rage, the grapples have different attack combos depending on the character. Each player has a special attack assigned to the A button, and you can vary the special by holding down and charging or combining it with another button. The sound effects let the combat down, with punches sounding like the characters hitting a plastic bag. Listen to what a difference applying the Streets of Rage 2 punch sounds makes to the game. There's also a point in the game where you can choose to ally yourself with another character or become their enemy, which adds some replayability to the game, but I find that beat 'em ups are naturally replayable. Out of the Vortex is a solid beat 'em up, and it's such a pity that this game never made it to our shelves. I love the story elements that pepper through the game and the intro cutscenes. For nearly 2 hours, me and my son played the 2-player game, and it did crash here and there and the sound kept on cutting out, but still, it was a great beat 'em up to play. A big thank you to everyone that helped bring this game back to us Sega Genesis and Mega Drive fans. It's so awesome to learn about these games that have been lost to time, and I can't wait to get started on my physical version of this game so I can have it up on the shelf. That's all we've got for this week's show, and I'll catch you on the next one.